most you can do to yourself in today's era is to limit your education to the classroom.
If you believe that this person is outshining you because they have more skills, because they have more influence, because they have more money, that's already a disservice to you. Because light never gets dimmer because another light shines.
Get angry that you are here, where you are right now, when you could be much more. Until you are fed up of being fed up with where you are, there won't be any change.
Motivation is the fuel that drives action. But more important than being motivated is the ability to stay motivated.
The one, the only, Sam
Hi, Sam Harvard. I'm a beacon of hope. Everywhere I go, everything I do prospers. I am not poor. I make people rich. I am not poor. I make people rich. I am not poor.
Every desire you admire are requisite action that you need to take in order for that desire to transpire. I want to say welcome, Accra, Ghana, to the 40 Streams Conference.
Here in the hall, you connect with great mentors. You get information that will make you relevant in your generation. And just the lack of this information can cost you another 10 years of frustration.
It's not a question of whether you can make money online. It's a question of what systems are you aware of that you can take advantage of to make money online.
So we are not looking at individuals that are just doing the thing. We are just looking at a crop of people who are banded together, seeing themselves as a team that is making a transgenerational change.
Until you take that decision and say, like the biblical character called Esther, if I perish, I perish. There won't be any change.
Most importantly, will you take action repeatedly? Because action is not enough. Taking repeated action is what creates results.
The key is what? Focus.
Please, ladies and gentlemen,
That's right.
with a standing ovation, we want to welcome into this hall,
That's right.
Mr.
Yes.
Kwame and Sam Harvard. Put your eyes together.
Becoming a millionaire or billionaire is not a function of age. It's not a function of your nationality. It's not a function of gender, and it's not even a function of your spirituality.
People are saving lives on the internet. People are changing their families' financial standings using the internet. If today we have mobile money and my 72-year-old mother can send and receive money, it should tell you what technology is.
If you want to influence and impact people and you want to be comfortable, you will never get to influence and impact anybody, ladies and gentlemen.
Behind every desire you admire are requisite action that you need to take in order for that desire to transpire.
A powerful business coach, millionaire mentor, a multi-talented serial entrepreneur, Africa's most sought-after sales guru, the boss of sales superstars, internationally acclaimed best-selling author, a public speaker par excellence, life and finance strategist.
My name is Sam Harvard.
All right, what a pleasure to be here this evening. Hello, everybody. Can you hear me from all over? Can you hear me on Zoom? Please give me 111 if you can hear me on Zoom. If you can hear me on YouTube, please give me 111 as well. Hello, everybody. Thank you for coming. All right, we are live. This is time to remind everybody you've invited to this special business meeting that it's time to go live. It's been a while. I was last settled to have this meeting, and I'm very, very excited to be here to have this conversation about money, about making money online. All right. This is going to be a short one. That's why I said for about an hour of your time given to me this Saturday, which is today. And I'm going to be sharing with you core things, 3 core steps that can take you from whatever income you have right now and add to you an extra $1,000 income online. Okay, so I'm very, very happy once again. I cannot express that enough. And why am I happy? Is because of something that I know is an indisputable fact. I was talking to one of my student or protege yesterday, and I think she's having an event for 2 days, today and tomorrow. And then I was telling her that every time we approach people to share knowledge, we have something at the back of our mind. Sorry, I'm distracted a bit by the chats. My admins are taking care of that. All right. We have at the back of our mind that somebody's life is about to be better. Somebody is about to gain knowledge that is going to make things easier for them. Let's talk about income. If someone was making $100 or $200 before, when we set out to teach what we know that somebody's life is going to move from that $100 or $200 to $500 to $1,000. Now, if I have 1,000 people watching and listening to me live, not all the 1,000 of them would benefit from the things that I'm saying in such a way that it will change their lives. The reason for that is very simple. The same teacher comes to class to teach, let's say 100 students, and he taught them for 4 years. Same knowledge, same information, same notes, same lecturer, same teaching condition, everything was the same. But at the end of their 4 year in that school, the college, university and all that, a very tiny percentage of them, maybe about 2 to 5% of the 100 will finish with a first class. About 7% of them will finish with a second class upper. I'm talking by Nigerian education system, all right, because I schooled in Nigeria, all right. So these other people will finish with a 2-1, and majority will finish with a 2-2 or a third class or even a pass. Now, what had happened that made some people finish with a first class and some people finish with a pass or a third class, like I finished with a third class, all right, is not the things the lecturers taught that was at fault. The fault was not the educational system. The fault was not the classroom. The fault was not the notes, the handouts, the textbooks. Those were not the fault. The fault was not the library. Why? Because all of these external factors are the same for every student in that school. Everyone was exposed to the same thing. But who the students are made the difference at the end of their study. So information and knowledge are the same thing, but what you do with it, what you do with what you are learning is what makes the difference in your life. And that exactly is what the focus is supposed to be as individual. That's what the focus is supposed to be every time we are sitting in front of somebody, either physically or online, like we're having a virtual event right now, right here in Dubai, United Arab Emirates, and I'm talking to you from different parts. By the way, kindly put for me in the chat, either you're on YouTube or on Zoom, where you are watching me from, your city. Kindly help me type that. I have a scroll to settle with Nigerians who are watching from Nigeria. Now, if after Balablu, I've removed subsidy unlawfully, and you are still able to afford electricity, and you are watching me right now, I should do giveaway for everyone who is watching from Nigeria. I should do giveaway for all of you. So I appreciate you for watching. And seriously, I'm going to dedicate tonight's class to Nigerians who are in Nigeria. I'm going to dedicate this class to you. All right. I know I have people from Ghana, from the UK, from the US, from Cameroon, from Kenya, amazing people. I love you all from South Africa, sweet people, amazing countries. All right. Boy, God will judge you from wherever you are. My God will judge you. All right. Let me open the comment for YouTube so I can see what they are saying as well. We have people from Lagos on YouTube. Amazing. All right, put in where you're watching from. Phenomenal. All right, this is a time to screenshot this and post on your story. Invite people, copy the link and share, inviting them to join on YouTube, not on Zoom. All right. I've been away for a while. In the course of my being away, I was in countries where their internet were not strong. So most times when I go live, to teach on Saturdays or Sundays, only people on YouTube get to see a bit of clearer picture of me. The people on Zoom, they struggle. So today I'm very clear on Zoom, and then they are proud because they are seeing a clear version, or a clear version of me. All right. Rama from Mombasa. Ooh, Mombasa. I missed that place. I'm still coming back to Mombasa, by the way. All right, so Nigerians, clap for yourself. For you to be here tonight, you are doing well. All right, for you to down more consequence and say, you know what, it doesn't matter what they do, I'm going to be here. So let me quickly attack you. The reason, now I'm not smiling, no. The reason you, who are a Nigerian, are going to have a better next 4 years than the 98% of other Nigerians in Nigeria, excuse me, is because you are opening yourself to information that 98% do not have access to. Let me scare you a little. The country Nigeria is in such a huge depth that they have never experienced before in the history of the country. All right? Apart from the fact that they are in such a huge depth, the people who are now in charge of power, who are still the people who were in charge of power before now, who are continuing whatever it was that they were doing or implementing before, are going to try to do some of the things that they introduced in Lagos some years ago, which means they're going to increase the tax that people will pay. They're going to increase the price of so many things. Now, for you to understand what I'm saying, the fact that fuel has now gone 3 times the price it used to be simply means that most things in Nigeria will minimum be twice the price. Because fuel is expensive, transportation will be expensive. Because transportation is expensive, the cost of goods will be expensive. Not just expensive, I'm talking double the price. So food is going to be expensive. Almost everything is going to be expensive. But guess what? People's income, salary, which is the base of what runs the economy, both private and public sector are going to remain the same. They're going to remain the same. So it means there is no cash flow in the system, but the prices of things have gone up. To make matters worse, foreign exchange, whatever, is not as strong as it used to be because a whole lot of things have gone wrong. I don't want to go into specific because that's not the core of my teaching today. Now, what that simply means is the exchange rate is going to go up. There's going to be inflation. Things are going to be pretty expensive because oil, which is the main source of revenue for the country, has gone up. All right, people can't buy at the price that they were buying before. So almost everything relates to fuel, petrol in Nigeria. And because the price has gone times 3, the prices of things will begin to jump up. You are already feeling it. The place you used to take Uber to for 1,700 or 2,000 naira is now 15,000, 9,000, 10,000. We're already seeing that happen already, and they are just starting. Now, all of these things are external factor. All right, I'm not a prophet of doom, and I'm not trying to scare anybody or make you feel like, hey, we are doomed. No. In the midst of this, some people will grow their wealth 10 times. In the midst of this, some people will grow their wealth 100 times. In the midst of this, some people will become billionaire for the first time. In the midst of all of this, some people will make their first $1 million for the first time. Why? Because they have an understanding that others do not have. They are separated from the external economy, and they have the ability to control their own economy. And how will you do that? Very simple. Regardless of what is happening on the outside, which are felt by your expenses. What do I mean? House rent is going up, that's an expense. Transportation fare has gone up, that's an expense. Food prices has gone up, that's an expenses. All right, so expenses we go up double and triple, but 98% people's income will remain the same. But you, because of what you are about to listen to tonight and what you are going to be listening to in the next couple of weeks, all right, will have an increase in your income. So it does not matter how many times your expenses multiplies, your income can match up with it, and you have extra to spare. Does that sound like good news to you? So the solution is to control your income. If you can control your income, regardless of what is happening on the outside, macroeconomics, all right, you control your own income, then you'll be able to meet up with whatever it is that is happening on the outside, and you can build the kind of life that you want for yourself. Let me give you a very interesting example. When I first moved to Dubai, I left a place, the last apartment that I got in Nigeria, because the place I stayed in Nigeria before I came to Dubai was Port Harcourt. I'd left Abuja for about 3 months or 4 months for Port Harcourt, and I rented a 2-bedroom apartment. In Port Harcourt, I paid 1.2 million naira, all right, for a 2-bedroom apartment for a full year, all right. And then I moved into Dubai after a couple of months, and guess what? Immediately I was introduced to a room and a parlor. That's a one-bedroom flat. I was staying in 2-bedroom in Nigeria, but now I'm paying for 1 bedroom in Dubai as at that time. The same 1.2 million, but not per year, but per month. So 2 things have changed. One, I don't have 2 bedrooms anymore. I have 1 bedroom. So the price supposed to drop. No, it didn't drop. I was paying for one bedroom the same 1.2 million naira worth at that time. All right. And and it was per month. So it means what I used to pay per year, I'm now paying per month within a period of few days. So there was such a sharp change in my expense. My accommodation expenses alone grew 12 times. Did you get it? If you get it, type get it, get it. If you got what I just explained. Within a month period, my accommodation expenses grew 12 times. It grew 12 times. So what I was paying per year in Nigeria, I started to pay per month for even a smaller space in Dubai. But guess what? 2020, this 2023, third year in Dubai right now, and I've never for once looked for money to pay rent. And now I have multiple apartments. I don't even have one anymore, and I'm able to pay. As a matter of fact, now I have tenants of my own who are paying me rent in the same country, and I'm able to pay for the place I am right now, this beautiful penthouse. Oh, you need to see the view of this place. It's amazing. All right, almost for free because I have other tenants who are now paying me. Why? I made a shift. Even though my expenses went up 10, 12 times, my income matched up with it. Did you get it? So regardless of what is happening in your country today, so I'm giving you hope right now, and I want you to understand me very carefully. All right, regardless of what's happening in your country, and please, if you are in Ghana, if you are in Cameroon, if you are in the UK, wherever it is you are watching me from, this same thing applies to you. All right, if only you have the power to jack up your income, it will meet up with any expense that you got. If you are getting value, please type I'm getting value. Amazing. Put in the chat, talk back to me. Let me be sure I'm not talking to myself. Amazing. This is a good time to share this. It's a good time to share this. Invite people. It's going to be a very short class anyways. All right, ladies and gentlemen. So the most important thing that you need to be able to do is to improve and increase your income. And once you can do that, does not matter what happens on the outside, you will be fine. Okay? So your first assignment now is, how much are you making? How can you multiply what you are making to make it grow? So tonight I'm going to be teaching you 3 cool, simple things, all right, that you are supposed to know and do. And then I'm going to show you exactly how you can work directly with me for the next 6 months to multiply your own income, all right? So I'm very glad that you are few, so that you can make all the money before everybody else starts to make it. Okay, so let me quickly go to my screen. I like to write right here. Okay. So let's make this a bit bigger. Let me use white color. So there are 3 major things I want to share. I call it A, K, M. All right. 3 major things: A, K, and M. Let me make it bigger so that you can see it better. Okay? A, K, and M. Now, in order for you to be able to increase your income and be able to make money, these are 3 simple steps that you need to follow. All right. Now, I'm going to share each of them, what each of them means to you, and I'm going to tell you the limit of each of them and how they link together for them to be able to create the best result for you. Now, before I go into explaining what AKM means, ladies and gentlemen, how much would you like to make online on a monthly basis in dollars? Please type it for me in the chat. Now, when I ask how much would you like to make, somebody who is not making $100 yet will go and type $1 million. See, the thunder that will help me to fire you if you try that. That's why some of you are still poor. All right? And they ask you how much you want to make. You are going to type something that your thermostat cannot even understand. You have never touched it before, and you are typing it. I've seen some people typing $1 million already. They have started. If you want to make $1 million, if I tell you to come and invest $100,000 now, where will you find it? You don't even have $100 and you want to make 1 million. Please put something realistic that makes sense. All right? I said in dollars, not in naira. So those of you typing 500K, please know what you're typing. All right? If you want to if you want to make $1 million a month, you better be making $100,000 already a month. All right, so that's a 10 times jump. It makes sense. You can believe it. So I'm not one of those teachers that will bring you here and come and be giving you motivation. All of you, right? I want to make 1 billion. And in your entire life, you will not even smell a quarter of that. All right. So let's put something very reasonable, something that makes sense, something that is believable to you, something that you know is achievable. All right. Something that you are willing to work for. Mm-hmm. So I'm saying $3,000, $2,000, $500, $2K, yeah, $2,000, $1,000. All right, so those are believable now. Now, thank you for readjusting that number. $1,000, okay, good. Somebody said $50, okay. $100 to $450, thank you. It's very smart people are here. $10,000, yeah, that's very possible. And yeah, $2,500, $2,000, $400, $100, $100. Okay, fantastic. Okay. Now I like that. So everyone, whatever it is you have typed is possible, but you would have to work for it. So the kind of work you will need to do for it is what I'm about to explain to you with this AKM principle that I'm about to share. I like teaching with acronyms so that people can remember it. Excuse me. And understand it. All right. So this is what I am going to be explaining to you. Now that you have a goal, a kind of amount that you would like to make. All right. Now let me quickly share with you how you will be able to make it with this simple AKM principle. Now I'll break it down one after the other so that you can get it and begin to apply it to your life. A stands for access. Access. All right. That's the first thing that you need to obey. Now, what does access simply means? It simply means you have the opportunity to be a part of something that can bring money into your pocket. Either a business or a job or a skill, which is of course a business in that format. So when we are talking about access, it means you have something, you have opportunity to be a part of something that can bring money to your pocket. Write it like that, you understand. You have opportunity to be a part of something that can bring money into your pocket. All right? You have the opportunity to be a part of something that can bring money into your pocket. There's this thing that they used to teach us some time ago. ESBI. If you have read the book Rich Dad Poor Dad, you must have seen these cash flow quadrants before. These are 4 basic ways that people can make money. All right, this one is employee. So you can make money by getting a job and you earn salary as an employee. Number 2, you can become a professional, learn a specific skill or get some certification as a professional and run your own business and become self-employed. All right, and you make money by being self-employed. The next one is be a big business owner, which means build a business where other people are working in the business for you and you are earning what they call director's bonus as the owner of the business. And for your business to qualify for being a big business, Robert Kiyosaki, the writer of Rich Dad Poor Dad, said you need to have an average of 500 employees in your organization. Then you qualify to be a big business. All right, that's just one of the yardsticks. There are quite a whole lot of other things that qualifies you to be a big business. And the final one are investors. So these are the people who have money and their money goes into different businesses and produces more money for them. And like I used to say, the goal of the rich, let me quickly just teach you that. The poor make money for survivors, to survive, to have something to feed on. All right, that's why the poor wants to make money. The middle class try to make money so they can buy things, material things that they don't need. All right, the rich make money so that they can make more money. So the sole purpose of the rich making money is for them to be able to make more money. All right, so just understand that you know where you are. So if right now you're trying to make the amount you type so that you can pay your bills, you are a poor person. I wanted to say poor MF, but I will not call you that. All right. If you are in the middle class and you are trying to make money, if you're trying to make money so you can buy the cars, build houses, travel the world, fly private jets, all right, fly first class like some of us do, that's just the reason you want to make money. You are in the middle class, all right? But if you're trying to make money so you can grow the money, make more money, then you are rich, even if you don't have any money yet. So that's the three mindsets. Now, what do I mean by access? Access is, do you have a job? Let's take it one after the other. If you're taking the E, do you have a job? So the beginning of making money as an employee is getting a job. That is access. You need to have access to a job. If you can hear me on Zoom, please type 111. I think some people just joined. They've not connected their mic, so it's giving them wahala. I hope they're going to be able to join and be able to hear me speak. All right. Fantastic. Thank you. All right. So you need to get a job which gives you access to being able to earn salary. All right. If you want to be a self-employed, you need to learn a skill or you need to get a professional certification for you to be able to practice as a skilled professional, or you need to start a business and become self-employed. So for example, you want to make clothes for people. Like I have a young man, amazing guy. He makes clothes in 24 hours. If you take your clothes to him, he's in Nigeria, he makes it for you and delivers to you in 24 hours. That is crazy. All right, and he makes beautiful designs. Unfortunately, I couldn't spend enough time in Nigeria for him to take my measurement. He would have made something for me. But that guy, crazy guy. So he learned that skill and he's doing that business, self-employed. All right, so he needs to start the business. That is access. All right, what about big business as well? That takes a lot of money. So you need to be able to start. You need money to have access to that. What about investment? You need a lot of cash flow to become a good investor. An investor is not somebody that is trying to invest the money they cannot afford to lose. You are not an investor if you will die in case the money you are investing crashes or disappears. If you cannot afford to lose what you are investing, you are not yet an investor. Go and get a job. Or best, invest that money into yourself to be able to make more money. So the first thing is access. That is what you need to be able to start. So what do I mean by this? There are a lot of people who have access to something, but it's not doing them any good. They have access to something that is supposed to bring them money, but they are still broke. They are not able to make money. They are still broke. All right. So the fact that you have started or you got a job doesn't mean you're going to make the kind of money you want to make. The fact that you've started a business does not mean you are going to make the kind of money you want to make. So beginning or starting is not a guarantee that you will make money, but is the first step out of the three. Okay? Is the first step out of the three. Number two. Sorry. Why am I writing twice? Take this out. Let's use the blue. Number two will be knowledge. Number two is knowledge. Now, the fact that you started something, you need to know and learn how to profit from that thing. The fact that you started a business or you got a job, all right, you need to learn how to profit from that thing. Now, let me put this in perspective for you. We want to make an average of 1,000 US dollars. All right? Every one of you who are listening to me right now, you want to add $1,000 to your income on a monthly basis. You will not be able to add $1,000 to your income on a monthly basis except you do a business, you get a job that can pay you that money in order for you to earn this extra income. So for you to be able to do that, you need to be able to start. You need access to an opportunity. All right, that can allow you earn an extra $1,000. Now, I'm saying that this is just step number one. The fact that you have access to an opportunity does not guarantee you the income you want to make. That is why a lot of people join our platform, LAP or Ziba Affiliate Network, and you don't have money. All you have is access. You stopped at access. Being a part of an opportunity that can make you money is the starting point. That is not the real deal. The second thing is the knowledge phase. You need to learn how to profit with the opportunity that you just got. All right? You need to learn how to profit with the opportunity that you just got. This is very critical and important. All right? So access, number one, knowledge, number two. Now, there are people who are part of an opportunity. They have a job, they know a lot about the job, or they started a business, they know so much about the business, but they are broke. Do you know anybody like that? Type 222 for me. They have a job, they know a lot about the job, or they have a business and they know that business very well. People know how to run Facebook ads. They know how to do affiliate marketing. They know how to build websites. They know so many things, but they are broke. They are not making the kind of money they want to make. Ladies and gentlemen, out of almost every opportunity out there, let's say people are doing real estate. Out of all the real estate people you know, less than 1% of them are making good money. True or false? If it's pure water business, less than 5% of them are making good money. Almost any business, a very small percentage are the ones making all the money. So, access and knowledge is not enough. Access and knowledge is not enough. So this is a very critical point that I want you to know. Now, when I started out, let me show you. I think I saw. Okay, let me show you. Let me just show you this this slide. Where are you? Give me a moment. I think it's showing. All right. So this is a picture of me. The old me. All right. This particular photo was taken, I can't remember the year anyway, but it was taken in a university, I think was University of Osun. We had gone to University of Osun to talk to the students, the undergraduates in that school, on the importance of having professional certification in project management, in human resource management, and preparing them for the job market, basically. And of course, we wanted them to come for the training for free because they are students, but of course, they are going to pick a form for 1,000 naira. And we're going to train them for free. And after the training, they're going to pay for the certificate for 5,000 naira. Maybe I'm teaching somebody a business idea now. You can go and do it. All right. So look at me wearing suit that is not my own. I'm not sure if this suit was mine. It must have been borrowed. I definitely borrowed these belts. Doesn't look like mine. These shirts, I'm sure the neck must have peeled. And then I've been using these jeans only God knows for how many years. And this same backdrop, we have used it in different places, kept folding it, was dirty. We kept going on and off with it. All right. I know so much at this level. But at the end of the day, after we talked to the students and they were clapping for us and it was time for them to pick form, guess how many students picked up? We had roughly about 500, if I'm correct, students in that hall. I want you to guess how many of them bought the form right there. I went with about 4 other people. I remember Yinka Babalola was there. Dr. Ayo was there. Dr. Ayo's younger brother, Sheun, was there. I think Lanre was there. And, plus myself. So we went on a Sienna. We hired a Sienna that took us to Okuku in Uni Osun that day. All right? All right? And we spoke, all of us. We jabber for the students. And, at the end of the day, come and pay, And let me shock you, ladies and gentlemen. We only had money to take us to that school. We did not have money to take us back. We were banking on the form we are going to sell in order for us to be able to go back home. And we have traveled for almost 2 hours or so. All right? And after we brought out the form, collect form, pay 1,000. The form was so sold out, nobody bought one form. Nobody. So, ladies and gentlemen, there was a time where Sam Harvard stood in front of undergraduates, motivated them. This guy, this was not Sam Harvard, by the way. This was Sam Ashwaju. he jabbo, I did everything. Nobody bought the form. So after the whole event, we gathered ourselves outside. We were like, hey, what did we do wrong? What is happening here? How do we go home? We packed this, our Jagbajanti's backdrop. We folded everything. Like, how do we go home? Hey, this and this and that and that. So it was, thank God for Yinka Babalola. It was the one that borrowed us money to now book another public transport. I think this time around we went with a bus. So we packed ourselves inside public bus and then took us all back to Oshogbo, where I was based at that time. Ladies and gentlemen, it was an affliction period. I know so much. All right? I had opportunities, I had business, I had access, I had knowledge, but I was broke. The same thing goes for quite a number of people out there. They know so many things. A lot of you listening to me right here, you have a job. Some of you have businesses. Some of you have skills. There's so many things. Some of you are part of an affiliate program. Some of you are doing online business. But you are not making the kind of money you are supposed to make. So, the fact that you started, you had access is not enough. The fact that you have the knowledge is not enough. Please, you need these two for the third one to work. Okay? You need these two for the third one to work. Even if you go to church or mosque, you got all the charm or whatever you can think of on this life, you need these two for it to work. If you pray to God to bless you, if you have zero work, which is zero access, 0 times 1 million, what will He give you? 0. So the blessing will come and it will turn to frustration in your life because you have nothing. The blessing will multiply. And that becomes the reality of a lot of people's. All right? So my life moved from these funny guys that you are seeing. This used to be me, by the way, to, okay, anyway, you're even seeing me live here. So we moved to something like this. All right? And the only thing that I did differently, all right, was this number 3. This number 3. Where's my pen? The only thing I did differently, all right, was number 3, which is M. Some of you know it already. It's called mentorship. Mentorship. I want you to write it down. Let me quickly define mentorship for you in a way you probably have never had it before. This is what mentorship simply means. Is there anyone here, let me ask you this question, that believe that I am making good money online, enough money, good money online, and you desire to make the kind of money I'm making online? All right, type 555 for me in the chat. Let's start from there. Do you believe that this guy talking to you is making money? Do you believe? Type 555. And you would desire to make the kind of money I'm making. Okay. Good. For everybody who believes I'm making money. So I'm going to show you the definition of mentorship, the way you've never probably heard it before. All right. Mentorship. So let me quickly introduce myself a little bit. It took me 14 years. 14 good years. From the day that I started my professional business, which of course started with public speaking. Then it went into marketing. Then I added other skills of graphic design and training facilitation to it. All right. Since the day that I started doing all of that professionally to the day that I made my first $1 million, it took me 14 years. All right. It took me roughly about, I need to calculate this. Let's even calculate it. I started officially in 2005. All right. I made my first $1 million in 2016. Help me with that number. How much is that? Let's do who knows math? So help me calculate. Oh, I'm not even showing you this thing. That's 11 years, Abby. Okay. First $1 million, 2018. So between 2005 and 2018, how many years is that? Is that 13? Yes, that's 13 plus years. All right. So between here and here, or let me show you. That's 13 years. Okay, I know it was 13 years plus anyway. It was 13 years plus. Between here and here, we have 11 years. I made my first 1 million naira that year. And apparently that year, I probably made a total of 35 million naira that year alone. So in 2016 January, I was broke. I was homeless. I told the story recently. I was broke, homeless. They threw me out of my house. I couldn't pay rent and stuff. So you know the story. Those of you who have been listening to me before. And between 2016 and 2018, sorry, that's about three years or so. Between 2005 and 2018 is 13 years plus. All right, that's 13 years plus. That's the number of years that I started the stuff that I'm doing. And in 2018, within a period of 6 weeks, I launched a product in 6 weeks, and we sold over 10,000 pieces of that product in 6 weeks, and we're charging $250 per product, which brought us 2.5 million naira. Dollar, sorry, not naira, dollar. All right. So that year alone, I did way more than this, but within 6 weeks in 2018, I did $2.5 million. All right. One of my businesses in 2021 alone was worth over $4 million. As of today, one of our major business is worth $20 million. Today only. Just one business. I've got quite a few of them. All right. Now, listen to what I'm about to show. I mentioned some of these values so that you have an idea of the kind of money that I've been able to see in business. But I want to show you something very incredible, which is the definition of mentorship. 2005 to 2018 is 13 years. So it means it took me 13 years of preparation to be able to make my first $1 million. All right? Mentorship simply means what took me 13 years to do, you can do it in 13 months. Did you get it? Mentorship is you being able to do what your mentor took a lot of years to do in a tenth of the time. So if something took them 13 years, you can do it in 1 year. Or 1 year, 3 months. Do you all understand what I'm saying? From some of the products that I sell online, if I don't do anything and I just go on a vacation and I sleep, a bad month, I probably make $10,000. Very terrible, which means I'm not active, I'm not making fresh offer, I'm not doing anything. I'm just sleeping and having fun and all that. I'll probably do $10,000. So it means, therefore, that I can teach you in form of mentorship how you can make $1,000 per month. So how do I define mentorship? Is you having access to somebody who is already making the kind of money you want to make and getting the person to show you the behind the scene of what they know. And that will compress all the time that you would have spent trying to figure things out. And you get a similar result. Not exactly the kind of result, because it might take time for you to build and scale, but you will get a similar, you will know. It's like father and baby. There's similarities between them. Yeah, the father is still bigger than the baby, but the baby has everything that looks like the father. All right, automatically. All right. So that is the work of mentorship. So the major reason I brought you here, everybody, and I want you to please listen to me. For you to be able to make money, any kind of amount of money you would like to make, you just need to find someone who's already making that amount and more, and get them to show you the things they are doing differently. They don't need to show you the knowledge. You can always get the knowledge from other places. You probably have the knowledge. For example, there are maybe 10,000 people doing a certain kind of business, but only 100 people are making a lot of money from that business. There is something those 100 know that the remaining 9,000 do not know. And believe me, it is not the business. All of them know the business. But some people know how to make money with the business that others do not know. I don't know if your mind is opening to what I'm sharing with you. Yes, see, it's not about the knowledge of the business. A lot of people are selling electronics, but there's just something about this particular shop or store that they are just opening branches everywhere. There is something they know that others do not know. There is something I know that everyone else who are not making the kind of success I'm making, I mean, I'm still small concerned compared to some people, all right? But everyone else who's in my line of business, who is teaching, training, building businesses and all of that, consulting, that are not making the kind of money I'm making, there is something I know that they don't yet know. It doesn't matter the certificate they have, no. Anyone making money with something knows something that others do not know. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is what I brought you here for. Whatever you're doing today, any kind of success you want, find somebody. How do I know that this works? This is the simple principle for that the Jews use, and they are the one who own almost every major things in America. This is the same principle that the Igbos use, and that's why they dominate everywhere they go. Mentorship is ingrained in their culture. Somebody is doing a business and is succeeding. He picks other younger boys under him. They are not just learning the knowledge of the business. He's showing them the secrets. There is always a secret to everybody succeeding. They are knowing the behind the scene, the things that are not visible to other people. You cannot, as a Yoruba or Hausa man, go into the same business with an Igbo person or Igbo people in the same market or so and out-succeed them, except you try to use other means to suppress them. But you can never. Why? Because other tribes, let me not mention any tribe now so that some people will not vex. In Nigeria, because I'm from Nigeria, all right, will pull someone else down when they are succeeding. But not the Igbo tribe. They support. Have you ever tried to buy something in an Igbo market? Even if they don't have, say, come my brother, sit down, it's in another shop. Yeah, Chinedu, go and bring this thing that they want to buy. They are not selling it, but they will go to another, and they don't have relationship with the owner of the product you're trying to buy. They will just go and tell the person, hey, one day we have somebody that wants to buy this thing in our shop, how much you selling? And the person, oh my God, he will give him, he doesn't even know it, he will give him the product, will bring it to you. But other tribe, for where they are fighting, charming each other, doing everything. But all these people support each other. Now, the key thing, and this is why they succeed and they grow and they enlarge, mentorship. Mentorship. So when you are able, how many of you now, from any country you are from, you have watched an interview before where they're interviewing a successful businessman and they say, what is your secret? And the businessman say, it is God, though. It's hard work and commitment. And that's the secret. How many of you have heard them before? So, you that you are not making money, you don't have God. You that you are not making money, you don't have hard work or commitment. So, there is a secret. There is something they don't share. There's something they are doing that is not God. Everybody has God. It's not just God. Do you understand? So there is a lot of BTS behind the scenes to every form of business endeavor that people do not share publicly, but only in mentorship. Should I give you a very, very interesting example? This should mess up with your head. This is the month of June, and in this month of June, I have behind the scene is BTS gifts. I have a target of a kind of money I want to make with one of my businesses. There's one that I want to make about $30,000 from that particular business because there's something I wanted to do on that business. So I planned that this month, we are on day 4 already. I want to make about $30,000 from that particular business. Ladies and gentlemen, how many of you here would like me to mentor you on that same business in such a way that you don't have to do anything? But from the $30,000 I plan to make, I will give you 50% of it, which means if we eat 100% of our goal, you will make $15,000. If we eat 50% of our goal, you make $7,500 in the next 1 month. How many of you believe that is possible for you? And you want me to take you by the hand and show you exactly how to do it? So either you believe me or not, I will make these thousands of dollars from that business. Either, it doesn't matter. I have nothing to do with you. So could it be possible that I can teach you what I'm about to do in such a way that if you practice, you will also make your own small thousands of dollars? Do you believe it is possible? I made a video yesterday while answering some questions. I said, I've taught people on our platform these secrets before. I don't know how many of them have started practicing it. I think I taught them during the 30 days challenge. Find somebody making 10 times what you are currently making. All right? And pay them 50%, 30 to 50% of what you are making every month for 6 months. And tell them to just show you the behind the scene of how they are making their money. The secret. They should just hold you by the hand and cut the number of years that you have to spend. Cut it short. What do you think will happen? Even if you can't make exactly what they are making, you will start making double, triple of what you are currently making. So, ladies and gentlemen, that is the secret. Now, I have a simple offer for you guys. I want to teach and mentor as many people as possible, because there's not a lot of people watching right now, but in the next 1 year, 100,000 people across Africa. I want to teach and mentor them to be able to make $1,000 monthly online. All right? Right now, we are about almost 4,000, more than 4,000 people so far. We still have 96,000 to go. All right? Now, I don't know if there's anyone here who would like to be one of them. It's going to be a 6-month program, 25 weeks. We started, 2 days ago. It's going to be every Wednesday for the live session. It's going to be recorded, and then you can watch the recordings. Then there are 5 or 6 different businesses, which are the access that you will learn from experts, skills and businesses that you can begin to practice, and they will help you to make this money, because it's not an investment scheme. You don't just drop money and expect it to double or triple. No. You will do business. You will practice it. You will get the support. They will mentor you, and I will personally mentor you and guide you to be able to do this. It's a group mentorship, which means it's a crowd thing. That is why it is going to be very affordable, because monthly mentorship for me has grown from $15,000 to $20,000 per person. But now we want to do it in a group. All right. So this 6 months, 25 weeks mentorship program is going to cost you a tiny amount. Now, before I tell you the amount, let me tell you why you have to pay. I'll just give you random reasons you must pay. Number 1, there is a scripture that I believe it said, "Why the earth remains, seed, time and harvest shall never cease." Every food you would eat that comes in form of a plant or even animal, listen to me guys, must first be sown as a seed. Even the cow meat you like, the male cow need to climb the female cow and woto. Then the female cow will produce the one that you will eat. If you like chicken, the male hen have to sow seed into the female hen, then you will have the chicken and the egg that you are eating. And for every plant, it has to be planted. So a part must be sown and put into someone say, what's woto? Go and Google it. All right, and put into the earth, then it produces multiples for you. The same way, every knowledge that must do you good must be paid for. The difference is either you are the one paying for it or someone else is paying for it, but it must be paid for. The reason you go on YouTube and you watch a lot of videos and you try to implement and nobody is buying anything from you, you are not making money, is because you have not also spent money. Whatever you did not spend money on, you will not make money with it. It's simple law of life. So if you are here and you are open to make money without investing money, this is not the class for you. I would never lie to you like that. If I ever teach you anything, it costs me money. For example, it costs me money to get this mic. All right, it costs me money to get this beautiful camera that is making me look good here. It costs me money to buy this MacBook that I'm using to project this. It costs me a lot of money to get this 5G internet that is making me to look very nice in your face. All right, this fine shirt also costs me money. This Apple Watch costs me money. Everything that is making all of this thing look good, the stuff I used to design these graphics, I am paying subscription for it. Everything that puts this together and the knowledge I just shared with you are taking me over how many years now? This will be almost 20 years of knowledge is what I'm sharing with you tonight in the last 1 hour. 20 years of knowledge, which I have paid money, time, practice, everything before I could put this together. So I paid so you can hear these things for free. And ladies and gentlemen, today is the last day you will come to my seminar for free. Write it down. Today is the last day you will come to my seminar for free. From next week, you will pay to hear the same thing that you are hearing for free today. You will pay. So every member of the Ziba family know this, that except for you, everyone you invite will pay before they hear even this one that you are hearing for free now. So why? Because I want you to succeed. It's okay if you don't have the money. You will raise the money. That's how life is. It's not everything that I want that I have the money for. But I know that once I want it, I will raise the money for it. Simple. If you want it, you raise the money for it. Okay? So this is why you have to pay. Because if you don't pay, they will not pay you. Simple logic. Okay? Number 2 or number 3. If you don't pay, you won't take it serious. Okay? So we have subsidized it for you very, very much. All right? To be able to be a part of this group mentorship that I'm going to be holding by the next 6 months, all right, we're going to open this recruitment for the next 1 year, but the prices will keep on going up. All right, you will be able to pay today only $100, which is 75,000 naira, which is about 14,000 Ghana cedis, which is about 65,000 sefa, which is about 120,000 Kenya shillings, all right, which is about 350 dirhams, which is about $100. That is all you would have to pay to be a part of this. Instead of $15,000 per month, you're paying only $100 to be a part of this for 6 months. The access to this 1K club, that's why I call it $1,000 club. The access to the $1,000 club is one-off. Okay, so that is all you would ever have to pay, just $100. Now, normally when we do webinars like this and we try to sell something to people, there are different different element of copywriting we will use. We use scarcity. We use which other one? My students, give me scarcity. We use which one? Promo. We use all of those things to cajole you, so you don't. I will not do that today. Bah! See, urgency FOMO. Don't register for this. Please go. Number one, I can't help everybody. I can only help those who have helped themselves halfway. I will join them and then support them. Number two, don't even believe me. Believe everything I'm talking about is a lie, and continue. I am said to 100,000 people in Africa alone. Africa has 1.4, 1.6 billion people. Billion. So you see the gap. So, not sent to everybody. I can talk to 10,000 people and none of you will even buy or join. I will go to the next 10,000. So, if you are thinking $100 is too big for you right now, it means I'm not sent to you. I will pray for you. God bless your handiwork and everything you are doing. I am not your prophet. All right? The Bible says, my sheep will hear my voice. So it is my sheep that will hear the voice. If you are not my sheep, you won't hear my voice. So I am not begging you to join this. So it's okay if you don't have $100, but you believe this is for you. You believe this is the answer you have been waiting for. You've had access to things. You've had knowledge, but you need that mentorship. You need somebody who is making the kind of money you want to make, and the person will assist you to be able to get started. All right? Now, if you fall in that category and you know this is for me, I want you to type for me, this is for me. All of you will believe this is for you. You are willing and ready to pay the $100. You want to be a part of this, type this is for me. All right, let me see you. If you feel this is not for you because you can't afford $100 or you can't raise $100 or whatever reason, or you don't believe in what we're saying or whatever, thank you so much. This is the end of the training. I've taught you 3 things. Go and implement it. God will bless the work of your hands and you will do very fine in life. This is the limit of what I can do for you. But those of you who believe, I've been talking that this guy has something in his mouth for me. This is my last bus stop. Things are beginning to change for me. It doesn't matter what Bala Blue does. My income will increase. I will make money in dollar from different countries because, oh God, there are a lot of things you will learn. I didn't even talk about what's in 1K Club. I just wanted you to join. All right? So those of you who are typing this is for me, I want to blow your mind. I want you all to succeed, and I'm going to be sowing a seed into your life. I'm going to be sowing a seed into your life. So, out of the $100 you are supposed to pay, for those of you who are ready to pay tonight, I'm going to be taking away $85 from it. And you will only be paying $15 to join tonight, which in Nigeria is roughly almost 11,000. That's 10,875. That's $14.5. If you are in Ghana, that's about 200 cedis. If you're in Cameroon, that's about 10,000 cefas. If you're in Kenya, that's roughly about 2,000 Kenya shillings. So I'm paying $85 for you. You are only going to be paying $14. So how do you get started? Very simple. You need to reach out to the person who invited you. They will give you a link. It's a special link that will take you to the website of the 1K Club. On that website, when you get that link, you will put in your details, your name, your phone number, your email address, and then you put a password that you will use to log in, and then you register. Then it will give you 4 options of payments. The first option is for those who are outside of Africa, all right, or outside of Nigeria. If you're Nigerian, don't even go there at all. So for Stripe, just pay with your card, Visa or MasterCard. You you pay with that. But if you are from Ghana, you're from Kenya, South Africa, Cameroon, all right, and you use mobile money, M-Pesa, in your country, you select the second option, which is Flutterwave, all right? It's going to give you access to pay with your mobile money immediately. To calculate it in your local currency, you will see it right there. The third option is for Nigerians only. It's Paystack. It has transfer and card payments, all right? Use that if you're a Nigerian, all right? The fourth option is if any of these three options did not work and you are from the following countries: Nigeria, Cameroon, Ghana, and Kenya. 4 countries. If you're from any of those 4 countries, the fourth option is manual payment. You can click on that and use manual payment. But manual payment, before you have access to the platform, will take between 2 hours to 48 hours. So you don't want to wait that long. So use the card or the mobile money payment. And you'll be paying tonight, all right? Only $14.5, which is almost 11,000 naira. You'll not pay 75,000 now. But if you do not meet up, my brother, my sister, if you still want this, you're going to be paying the $100, and the price will keep on going up over and over. So when you join, you will see all the trainings is waiting for you. The mentorship program has started already, is waiting for you. There's a group you're going to be joining on Telegram where we're going to be giving you information over and over, and you will have access to me for 25 weeks. Thank you for attending. Oh yeah, go and meet the person that invites you. If I'm the one that invited you on my page, WhatsApp or Instagram, or just go and send a message. Somebody in my team will respond to you and give you a link to be able to join. So please get back to the member that invited you. They will give you a link, you join, make your payment immediately. I have special bonuses that will give to you, other gifts and stuff, but I don't want to talk about it because tonight is not that night that I'll be using copywriting on you. If you like, join. If you like, don't join. All I know is that in the next 6 months, water will find its level. And God Almighty that made you and I will ask you, the day I sent my prophet, Sam Harvard, to you, what did you do with it? So, I've tried though. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for everything and for staying with me. I'll see you on the inside.
A powerful business coach, millionaire mentor, a multi-talented serial entrepreneur, Africa's most sought-after sales guru, the boss of sales superstars, internationally acclaimed best-selling author, a public speaker par excellence,